Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing this evening? I am working on getting everything pulled out that I need. Of course, you think you have everything, and then you go to sit down and realize you're missing one thing. Hello there, Cheryl. It's been a while.
Do you need all that?
No. The flowers have been selling out so quickly, I haven't had a chance to do demos with them before they're sold out, and then I feel bad. Also, everybody's seen my two cards that I've done so far this month. I'm still here. I'm just... Life has been crazy. The summer for me at work is like the busiest part of the entire year. So I'm finally starting to settle down a little bit. So I'll have a little more time also, which will help. Well, who else is out there? Anybody else around? Hanging out tonight? I don't know where Sandy and Jamie are. They're off. Well, I know they're home this weekend, but... Well, I thought today, I know I've seen a lot of us have done the 3D flower kind of in a similar, I know Jamie's done a live, done them kind of the wrinkly, just single layer, take the 4, put them with each other. Hello, Cam. I hope you can hang out with us for a little bit tonight. I'm going to show a little different way to use them, but still make them 3D. But what I was thinking, the main reason why I'm not Copic coloring this, because I'm going to use a good chunk of all of these. So I have the 4 different layers stamped out 3 different times. And so I figured for the sake of time, I would ink blend them as opposed to sitting here and trying to Copic color all of them. And then I made a pumpkin before I went live that I thought I'd put it on. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking tonight. We'll see how it goes, and we'll go from there. So I know that die cutting these is going to take me a minute, so I'm going to start coloring. I'm not doing anything earth-shattering tonight. So I'm doing like a orange into yellow ink blending. So I'm just going to take my darkest orange and put some right in the middle of all these. And there's going to be so many layers, I'm not even like overly concerned with making sure everything's blended perfectly or anything like that. I'm just putting down some ink in the center so we have a place to start. So what's everybody up to tonight on this fine Friday evening? I'm going to take my next color. This is Cantaloupe. It's part of the saturated ink lines from Simon. So yeah, I'm just taking some ink.
Congrats, Cheryl. She has a new grandbaby.
That's exciting.
Cam says cleaning, but somebody has to do it.
Yeah, you know. That fun stuff. I know most people know, but just so in case you're not aware, I have my partner in crime, Cameron's here in the room with me, so if you hear another voice, know that I'm not completely crazy. So there's that. Well, there she is. Welcome, Jamie. So I'm just taking my yellow and going around the outside. I will, when I actually cut these out, I will take and put some more yellow on the tips, so I'm not overly concerned at this point about making sure it's perfect. Well, I tried to tag everyone. Okay, you missed the beginning, Jamie. I'm actually only making one mum. trying something slightly different here. So I'm just taking a dark green and going down the middle.
She said tags do no good when she's not looking at her phone.
Well, I can't help that.
That's why I tagged her separately. I tagged at Jamie so that she would get blown up.
Mm. And I'm just going to put a different green on the edges just to give a little bit of variation so that everything doesn't just look the same. All right, now for the fun part. Well, hello, Linda. Oh, Jamie, do you want to see something fun I've been working on? Completely not stamping related. So here's the fun part, is lining these up. They're not hard once you figure out where they go. Yeah, and you will see I will be very meticulous about this time, since I have to do this 3 times. I'll sit here and make sure that they're all like, I do them one after another, so that they're...
Lift and move, lift and move.
Wait, do I get lucky on this one? Hey. I'd rather be lucky than good. And if this is your first time seeing these dies, it will all make sense in a little bit. Well, I mean, I say it'll make sense. It should make more sense than they make right now. Yes, that I am guilty. I looked at these and said, I looked at the mum and said, I don't just want a mum that cuts out the outside. So Jamie and I sat down, or not, well, virtually sat down and said, how can we make this do what we want?
you, Miss Jamie said she did want to see your special project also.
Oh, I didn't see her comment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a moment. I don't know why, but this one is the one that always stumps me. There we go. Hello, Michelle. Just gonna avoid that comment. Okay. Please don't take me struggling through this as that they're difficult. They're really not. This is true. We are crazy. But hey. We're a good kind of crazy. They are very pretty, Cheryl. They just take a minute. Also, I'm pretty sure now that I'm sitting here doing these, I said I was going to be able just to easily line them up after I did it once. But the first one I did was actually one that I've had stamped out on my desk for a while, whereas the other two are ones that I stamped out earlier today, so they're not quite in the same order, so... Well, then what am I going to do, just sit here?
Yeah, if you would start folding. Or you can trade in your things.
This is true, Cam. Cameron was standing over my shoulder here a second ago,
Well,
and I felt it.
so differently.
I know,
Like,
but you standing over my shoulder was like...
Yeah, like I would have actually counted the shape of that petal where it's a very unique, like, grouping.
Yeah.
And found that shape and lined it up that way.
Yeah.
But I just think differently than most.
I'm not that thoughtful. Or that,
You're very thoughtful. You're not, you don't think systematically with numbers.
Sure, we'll go with that. No, we're not. Oh, but that does play into my special project I've been working on. Because we'll be somewhere else. We'll be on a ship. But so I've been making custom magnets for the door because we're going on a cruise that week. Oh, I'm not. There we go. So that's what I've been making. Because on Disney cruises, it's a thing to decorate your doors. So I decided this time we were going to go all out. We're going the first week of December. It's a Christmas themed Disney cruise. So
Jamie wants to know how you made them.
I did print and cut, and then cut them out on the Cricut.
I was trying to get a piece of holographic.
So I printed on printable vinyl, and then took like a holographic laminate sheet, like this. So that's just a clear sheet at the end of the day, and put it over it, and then put it on a magnet, and then had the Cricut cut the whole thing out. Let me tell you though, Jamie, there might have been some choice words said over the last week or so. It's been a challenge. I have a new printer though now, so I did finally get my new printer out of this project. But I'm gonna get battery operated Christmas lights and magnetic so I guess all the doors on a cruise ship are metal, so anything magnetic you can just hang from it. So I'm gonna get like magnetic hooks and then battery operated lights to light up our door also. Yeah, I'll be so good at it and then they'll sit there for a couple weeks, and then next time I go to use them, I'll forget all about it.
I was sitting here thinking we should have kept the one that you've colored all the lines on. That was a good look.
And then, so when we were on this, so we were on a ship back for Labor Day weekend, and tons of people had their doors decorated, and I think it's just like the honor system. So this is the other thing. I did purchase these, but that's because I can't figure out the exact size of the, so these guys will go over our door number. but I couldn't find the right shapes, so I ended up buying them. But this was the start of my inspiration for the rest of our door.
Well, they also they have these things called fish extender groups, because on the outside of all the doors on the Disney ships, they have these like fish hooks that you can hang things from, and people have these full out like what would you even call those, like the cubby things where people have got all those, like almost like a shoe rack that they've converted into like a gift holder. Mm-hmm. And people do gift exchanges and stuff on the ship, and like all week you'll see them fill with all the stuff in it, and people just leave it. No one takes it or does anything. Like, it's insane how much they just trust on this boat. So
leave it to Michelle. I mean, I guess my thing is, if they take them, I'm not putting anything up there that if it's gone, it's... Yes, he did. He did show it to her. She asked if I showed you her birthday gift.
I did see it. I wanted the waistline on Jasmine.
Alright. So now I have these all cut out. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna quickly go over the edges of all these with a little bit of yellow, just so it's not so stark white on the edge. This is totally an optional thing. It's just me. She will be mad that you got it, or she'll be mad that she hasn't seen it yet? Hello, Angela.
Mom hates them.
Oh. Okay. I was just confused because it's not like it's your first one.
Or the last.
Oh, sorry, I'm not even remotely on camera. It's not like I'm doing anything all that crazy. I'm just inking the sides of these. I don't know what to say to that one. I'm putting just a touchy... Actually, I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use this orangey color. My lighter of the two orange colors.
Michelle wants to know what ink pad you're using.
So I'm using the Simon Positively Everything ink pads. So I was using Sherbet, Cantaloupe, and Lemonade on the actual flowers. And then on the leaves, I just used Perfection and Limelicious. Really just two greens. Those are just the two that my eye caught today when I started picking stuff. It's a linen. It's not a firm. It's like a spongy, like soft foam. Part of putting the color on the outside of these leaves is also somewhat shaping. What I like about them is, so each set, or each like color comes in like a set of 3. So like technically this one, it's technically cantaloupe, sherbet, and melon are like 3 shades of the same color. But then they're also like, they're really juicy. So for like ink blending and stuff, it makes it really easy because they ink blend really nicely. They perform similar though to like a distressing, because they're also water reactive. Thanks, Kim. So they will move some that way too. All right. I'm taking out my fancy tools. Not doing anything all that fancy, but I'm taking out my fancy tools.
You said we haven't done Floor Friday in a while. I'm busting it out.
No, Angela, we're not. You missed so the weekend of the retreat, we're actually going to be on a Disney cruise as a family.
Babe, did you want to talk before you did too much shaping wise about the slits in them?
Sure.
Because it's easier to really see them, like especially when you have them backside up like that.
Okay. So all I did to these, I turned them over on their back and spritzed them with a little bit of water from my fancy bottle. We're very excited. We went on a 3-day like test the water cruise on Labor Day weekend with my parents, but then we're going on a week-long, just Cameron, myself, and our daughter, the first week of December. So we're excited just to get away. So what I'm gonna do, you'll see these little slits on the back. I'm gonna take something sharp and I'm just gonna push them all up. So what we're doing with this particular version of the flower is I'm just trying to create dimension. So we're gonna put, really what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a bunch of layers on this in an effort to get a look similar to a mum. I'm just gonna break down the center a little bit, and that's it. So same thing. We're just gonna push up these. What these are gonna do is they will lift up and naturally create some separation in between the layers. Once again, just breaking down the center some. One more. Just like it noted that when Sandy comes complaining about not knowing how to put the flower together, Jamie and I have both put the flower together now in separate lives. She's once again nowhere to be found. All right. I'm going to turn my glue gun on. Something very important if you don't want to be here all night waiting on it to warm up. Now on this next layer, you'll see it's a little different. It doesn't have the cutouts. It's actually cut in deeper into the actual petals. This is to kind of start giving you that mum look. They could celebrate by making paper flowers.
She could use them to make flowers to gift deal.
Now on this one, I'm going to take, I sprayed the back. I'm going to take something round and I'm just going to scoop these petals. This can be a pen. This can be anything. This is just a pokey tool that I have sitting on my desk. Oh, and then when we're done, just push it down in the center some so it can be stretching. I'm off screen. Sorry. Was I off? So, here. Don't worry. I have to do this 2 more times. So, something round. Huh?
I said, but wait, there's more.
Something round. Insert Michelle's joke. I'm sorry, Cheryl. I'm sorry. I'm a little rusty at this. Still, Michelle must be thinking.
That or Facebook's banned her just for the thought.
Michelle got banned. And then we're just pressing it down. All right, one more time. We're going to take each of the little pre-designed cuts. I mean, if you want to get real finicky here, real finicky, I'm talking. Oh, good girl. Okay. You could go in here and add extra slits and curl each individual petal. It's a little too much for me. That's saying a lot. All right. We're back to little slits for extra petals. So we're pushing all of our little extra petals up. I figured you would, Jamie. Alright, I'm probably not going to need all of these little ones, but I'm going to shape all of them just to say I shaped all of them. Not as of next month. Sometime in November, they are doing away with the vaccination requirement. If you're vaccinated, you don't have to test. If you're not vaccinated, you have to test before you can get on. But other than that, they're doing away with it. I guess, and with that, that's for most sailings. I think there might still be, it's a lot. So I know all the sailings going out of Florida are like that. I think basically everybody's going to that. It's just if they have an itinerary where they're going to a country where they're still required. Right, Cam? Is that how you understood it?
It's basically the destinations
Yeah.
in there. So like the Bahamas don't care. But I think Europe still cares.
The Bahamas just want people to come back and spend money. All right. So here's all my layers. Are you warm enough yet?
I can smell it.
Okay. All right. This is true. Okay, so this is where it's going to get difficult. Hang on. I'm going to try not to give you seasickness, but I'm going to try to give myself a little bit more room to be able to work. All right. So I'm going to take my biggest petal, put it at the bottom. And then we're just gonna layer it. Same thing. Put some more glue. Put another layer. Trying to consciously not just sit here and put the same, put them at the same angles to where all the petals just line up right on top of each other. Obviously it's not as easy as just a 5-petal flower where you can just look at it and say, oh. All right. We're moving on to the next size petal, which is the one with all the extra slits. We're going to put that down. So here's where you're going to get a lot of your cupping upwards starting, is in this layer, because you've curled all those. But what we're really trying to do is we're trying to trick the eye. I mean, obviously, if you look at a mum in nature, it's a very, the flowers themselves are very clustered up and very small. So we're trying to trick the eye into having that same look. So on this one, I'm going to curl it up a little bit more, and then squish it down in there. They do have a bazillion petals. This is very true. So that's kind of what I was envisioning when I started thinking through this flower, or this version of the flower. I wanted to do something different with it. And I think I'm actually tempted. Okay. I'm just so it's not like starkly white. I'm coloring the other side of it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this up and kind of wrinkle it. So I'll show that again. So I've started off, colored the backside, coned this up. I'm going to put some glue right here on the bottom. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take one of my other smallest size ones and put it here. Wait, I'm confused now. Let me do my thing.
What she was saying is you know how I do my tissue paper
Mhm.
and I do a whole bunch of cones and put them together? That's what she was saying.
Oh, well. Yeah, that would work too. But you want to know a secret? I'm making this up as I go along. To some degree. I had a basic idea in my head. But yeah. So there we go. I'm actually going to drop some glue down here in the center. And I'm going to basically glue that shut. This is true. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I have one extra. I'm going to pull out some glitter. I'm going to use my warm Crazy Creations glitter. Oh, where's the other thing I'm looking for? This. So I'm going to use some crystal lacquer real quick. Glossy accents is the same thing. I have both. But what I'm going to do is I'm using these. If you've watched me do flowers before, you've probably seen it, but I just want to give these a second to dry. Hello, Milligan. I don't know if I'm allowed to call you Milligan. So, hello, Michelle. But, so this goes back to my cake making flower days. But when I think of leaves are normally plasticky looking in real life. So I typically take a paper towel. Okay. We're not using lacquer tonight. Let's see if this one works. It might be the same problem. There we go. So I moved over to glossy accents because that one wasn't clogged. Put some on a paper towel. Take my paper towel and just rub it over my leaf. And then lay them to the side to dry. What this does is it really just puts like a shiny coat on the top of a leaf and gives it that like shiny rubbery leaf look. Totally an optional step. By all means, you can glitter them. You can leave them alone. You can do whatever you want with them. If you've been around while I've done flowers for any amount of time, you know I can be a little extra with flowers, so I self-admit that. So it's not gonna hurt my feelings. All right, so there's that. And then for our flower, which if you could hear my flower in real life, from all the hot glue in the middle, it's very solid.
Maybe sip a little extra cough.
Excuse me, ma'am. You don't have much room to talk.
Y'all are cut from the same cloth.
Well, you know.
Did she do anything? Why do you repeat?
You get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
I didn't tell her or Sandy that that's what she's saying.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, Charlotte at school has been told on more than one occasion, because it's now a common catchphrase in her, from her, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. She doesn't completely understand it. She doesn't always use it in the right context. But it's fun nonetheless. So I'm just taking some Barely Art glue, putting it on a yellow Hydro sponge cut into little sections. And then I'm going to take and just run it over the flower. This flower, however... Oh, so it's your fault. You should have just left it with it was the school's fault. I think she's heard it at school also because she straight up told us it was from school.
And I can see her teacher saying it.
Oh, I can too. I have more glitter coming. I was just... Oh. So there's our glitterified mum. My glitterified fingernail.
It's Halloween. It'll be fine.
Push it off to the side somewhere. All right, and then here's the piece that I was talking about at the very beginning.
Can you turn it right side so I can see?
I made this earlier because I couldn't decide what I knew. I knew I was making a mum, but I couldn't decide what I was doing with it. So I made a pumpkin because, you know, yes, Halloween's on Monday, but
It's still fall.
it's still fall for a while.
We don't have winter here.
Oh, I didn't make this on camera, Michelle. I made this before I started. This is an old die that I had in my stuff that I have here. I was just trying to make a fall-ish decoration. Yeah, I saw Lee had snow wherever she's at currently, and like, no, I'm good.
We don't get winter till February at least.
So, okay. Hold, please. I'm off camera. I'm off doing my own thing over here. Okay. Might have slightly burned my finger. Sorry I went quiet. It was quiet or bad words. Alright, so here's my pumpkin. Here's my glue gun. I'm gonna just take some big dollops of glue. Cameron says she's gonna look it up. Maybe? It's a Crafter's Companion die. And when you see it, it looks nothing like a pumpkin. Because you basically cut out all the pieces and then put them together. You cut out all these little side pieces.
It is still.
Oh, it is still on their website?
Yeah.
Yes, it's apparently still on the Crafter's Companion website. I think I got mine from HSN, so maybe they're also. Maybe not. Not sure.
Tell her, like, you can tell them that you don't have to cut the filigree part
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, you can do they also have, like, the piece comes, you either get, like, you get a solid option or you get the piece to do the filigree in the middle. No, not on the Sweet Sentiment website. It's it's a Crafter's Companion die. No, unfortunately it's not on the Sweet Sentiment website. You may want to Google. You might be able to get like.
Messaged it to her on Messenger.
Cameron said she just messaged it to you, Milligan. Yeah, I was hoping that my pumpkin would make it a little bit shorter. I was not a huge fan of how tall my pumpkin was. All right, so now I'm just taking and putting my leaves on my mum. Or huh?
Careful when you put them on, you're going off camera.
I'm trying.
I know.
So now I'm just taking my leaves and kind of putting them in, creating some interest with them. Letting them kind of do what they want. But there we go. Good night, Jamie. You almost made it till the end. I mean, I'm just showing it off now. But there it is. So there's our mum on top of a cute little pumpkin. But there we go. I hope everybody has a great evening and a wonderful weekend. And I will see you guys all soon. Have a great night. Bye, everybody.